All right. It is the golden time of 12:30. If you hear people hopping in and off, totally fine. You're going to be muted, so don't even worry about if you're making noise, or some of you are even working out and hanging out there and doing your thing. So thanks so much for being on the call tonight. My name is Kiana Hanna, and we love to share our opportunity with you guys, and some of you are on the call because someone believed in you and someone thought you would make an amazing Beachbody coach and join our awesome family. So I am a two-time elite coach. I am a 6-star diamond in my first center, a 1-star in my husband's, and a 1-star in my second business center. If that does not mean anything to you, all that means is that we have a very successful team, and I'm helping women build their businesses very successfully. So it's really cool to be part of that, and it's really something that I love to be part of. So I think everyone's muted. Let me make sure I mute. Can I mute? Yes. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit about what Beachbody is, and we're going to go ahead and get started right away so that we don't take your time. As you can see, I am a mom. Well, maybe you can't see, but my mom, I'm doing this right now as my daughter naps. She's upstairs. You may hear her on the monitor because I work from home, and I get to choose the time when I do this. And part of my power hour is during my nap time. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit what Beachbody is. Beachbody is the company who created TurboFire, P90X, Insanity, Shakeology, and other really well-known fitness programs. You can probably turn on the TV at any time and see these infomercials of these products that we are getting very awesome results. As a coach, you're given the opportunity to run your own fitness business through Beachbody. And we're able to touch lives through social media and in person all over the United States and Canada. And we are basically, our mission is to get people healthier and happier and live long-lasting, fulfilling lives. So personally, this opportunity has completely changed my life. Before I go into my story, I just want to tell you that a lot of people join Beachbody for different reasons, but a lot of it is a lot of people love the physical changes that they're getting. They love the emotional changes, how they're feeling. And then a lot of people realize there's a financial opportunity in this, which is really cool. So before I go into my story, like I said, I want to introduce Taryn. Taryn is also a coach on our team. She is going to a little bit share her story real quick, and then I'm going to share mine, and we're going to go right into giving you the nitty and the gritty. What does it mean to be a Beachbody coach? How do you get paid? And kind of how we run our business and what's your investment. So Taryn, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm excited, you guys. This is so much fun, and given the opportunity to do this with Kiana is such a gift to me. So I love collaborating with her. We just have a ball going back and forth and chatting about this stuff because you guys, we truly do love it. I'm a mom just like Kiana. I've got 4 kids. My youngest is hanging out. She's my little sidekick right now on this call. So we do this around our families, and that's probably one of the biggest appeals to us or to the general population is that this can fold into your lifestyle one way or another. I've been doing this for 8 years. I took some time off for personal reasons and reemerged myself, and you can do that at any pace. I'm a 4-star diamond coach. I have watched my body transform significantly throughout my pregnancies. So it's been so awesome to have this as part of my lifestyle. And I've learned so much over time. I've learned so much about how the body responds to a consistent workout routine and consistent nutrition, and being able to empower other people without any shred of background in nutrition and fitness is really, really empowering because people really relate to that and they want your help. So being able to do this and support my family, it has made so many incredible changes in our life. But not only that, being a part of a community where you get to hang out with people like Kiana and chat on Zoom calls and do this while our kids are napping, it's kind of awesome, right? So, you'll learn a lot more about us along the way and our little quirks and personalities and such. But I know we want to dive into stuff so we can get you guys the information you need to make a decision if you haven't made one already, okay? You want me to pop into the next piece there, Kiana?
Sure.
Are you
I was just I'll just really quick,
please, yeah.
just piggyback off Taryn. I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. My kids are almost 8, 6, almost, actually she just turned 2. And really how I got started is kind of silly. A friend said, hey, you would probably like Insanity. Let me burn that for you. And I'm like, holla, free video. So I got this video and I was like, oh my gosh, he killed me. Like Sean T killed me. I was on the ground. I was in tears. I was sweaty. And at that particular time in my life, I just needed something for myself. I was a stay-at-home mom that had just transitioned in the last year or 2 from full-time teaching to being a stay-at-home mom. I kind of was hanging on to my last 10 inches and 10 pounds. I just kind of felt frumpy. I was lacking confidence. I was lacking the strength that I needed. And that program sounds like something out of a book, but it's the truth. I finished it from start to finish in 60 days. And it really brought out a side of me that I never thought I could do. I realized that if I got nothing out of this than being fit and healthy and just helping a few other moms feel the same exact way, then this opportunity was worth it. So when my coach approached me and said, hey, you should be a coach, I signed up not even knowing what the opportunity was about, just because I wanted to share the workout Insanity with people. And I thought maybe I could make a few extra dollars helping people. I originally got into it thinking I was going to make enough money to perhaps pay for my groceries, because we were a family that was really wanting to buy organic foods and eat healthy for my kids. And it has just exploded in the last 4 years into something I never even thought I could have imagined. So I got so much more out of it than just financially. I've created this community of people that are so empowering, other moms, other dads, other people that just really support each other and really just are rooting for each other. It's awesome to work in that type of environment. And I just feel more confident than I ever have to share my story and be vulnerable with where I'm going. And it's not about me being perfect, and it's not about anyone being perfect. It's just about sharing, hey, we have this platform. This is amazing. We have you're a strong, beautiful person who has all these things that we all struggle with, but let's just share it with the world. And I was able to use social media to connect with other moms and women, and I'm now paying it forward, helping people run businesses. So that is a little bit of my story. I'm 4 years into the business. I try to learn something new each day, and I'm so excited that Taryn's going to go ahead and break down what it means to be a coach.
Well, it's probably on the tip of everybody's mind is like, well, really, what do? They have to have this elaborate experience. And you guys, I will be frank in telling you, you do not. You know, Kiana explained how she started with Insanity. I started with P90X, and I hopped in as a coach solely to get myself accountable to get my results, because at the time I had just had my second and I was about 25 pounds overweight. So you don't have to have the experience. And that's probably one of the coolest parts about this. You are starting a fitness business, whether you realize it or not, without the pressure of having this elaborate business plan and business model that you have to create all on your own. I mean, we are a collaborative team. We work together and we build an incredible business for you. And whether, you know, depending on what your goals are, right? So there really is kind of two types of people. You either decide you want to do this, or you're looking into it just solely for the discount, which is a pretty sweet deal, 25% off all the products. And that's what we call our discount coaches. Or number 2, you're looking to potentially earn a little bit of income. Maybe you've had some success with the programs and you're like, you know what? They can make some money, and I certainly want to be a part of that. I could use an extra $100 a month, or an extra $500 a month, or $1,000 a week, whatever it is, it can be done. And you were invited. Is your child going berserk? I love it. See, that's what I do. You just kind of, roll with it, guys. Kiana's monitor is going ballistic, and I've got a little baby here that's squirming, but we make it work. But you were invited here on this call either as a brand new coach or someone that's interested in learning about it, because your coach sees something in you and sees that you have the ability to do something great. Maybe you've seen results yourself, right? Or you're on that path already, or you just have that spunk, that drive, that desire. You have the culture that we have. So we're going to help support you, whether first and foremost on your own physical journey, because we are products of the products. Hands down, we're customers, and we're going to continue to be customers, because that's how we can continue to share our story and recreate something significant and paying it forward, like Kiana has been talking about with, finding our results and now paying it forward, teaching people how to build their own businesses, right? So, we are going to do what it takes to help you learn how to build relationships, help you understand what it means to be a business owner, and teach you all the tricks of the trade, because I'll tell you guys, there's really no secret sauce to it. It is just completely driven by passion, by enthusiasm, and clearly just enjoying the products and what we do. All right. So like I said, you guys do not have to have that elaborate background in fitness nutrition. If you do, and you're sitting on this listening going, well, I am a certified personal trainer, I am a group fitness instructor, or I'm a nutritionist, awesome. That's a great compliment to what you already do. And so you've got that knowledge, that background. And we can teach you and tell you how you can fold this into something that you already currently do and live in the fitness nutrition industry. So with that, that's kind of the gist of what a Beachbody coach is: paying it forward, helping other people, being a support system and accountability partner along others' fitness journeys, and also as they grow a business. All right. So I'm going to hand it back over to Kiana, because she's going to really talk about what we all might be more interested in, is how we exactly earn some money.
So piggybacking off of Taryn, I really believe that the reason I've stuck around is because of the relationships, is because of the people. And I'm able to build new relationships every single day on social media. I get to help people, and I get paid to help people. The more people I help, the more money I get paid, which is pretty darn cool. These people are friends that, like, when I meet up, I feel like I know them. It is just, they're spread all across the country. It's so cool because they don't have to be in your neighborhood or in your state. And it really is an accountability system for me to be part of my challenge groups, just to help myself stay accountable to my goals. So what does it pay? What does Beachbody pay? So you make 25% commission on all products sold. And a lot of people honestly get into Beachbody because they want the discount. It's a no-brainer. They're like, oh, Shakeology. They look into it. It has amazing ingredients. It's a superfood. And it's an investment in your health. And they're like, I want to get it for cheaper. Why wouldn't you want to do that? So you get it for 25% off when you become a Beachbody coach. And even when you add in your monthly fee, you still get it for $15 cheaper. So it's like going to Safeway or to your local grocery store and signing up for a discount card. And that's really what it is. There's no obligation. You can cancel anytime. You can switch up your flavors. And so a lot of people are like, yeah, I want to do that. So really a no-brainer, especially when you're looking at your nutrition. You get, that's one way that you get paid as commissions. Then as you build your business and you find 2 people that are sponsored by you, okay? And if you're human, you know 2 people who you already would probably love to join you right now: your mom, your friend, your cousin, your aunt, your doctor, your chiropractor, your teacher. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. We honestly know people that would love to join you. You become what we call emerald rank. And when you hit an emerald rank, you receive what we call cycle bonuses. So that's another way that we get paid. You can make $0 a week, or $100 a week, or $20 a week to contribute to your family, or become a 6-figure earner. And I talk with my hands because I'm a teacher, just to let you know. Depending on how much time you put into it. If you want to make money over time, you'll focus on building a team. And all I consider a team is like-minded people surrounding me, and me looking at our vision together and being excited and passionate about health, about creating change in ourselves and in other people. And the biggest thing about this is that as you grow a team, you'll focus building on a team, and we will help you with this. You are not selling. If I had to sell, I would be the most horrible coach ever, because I hate to sell, but I love to share. I love to share my story. And there's a big difference between sharing and selling. And, sharing your story gets people inspired, and you're talking about, what you've done in your life and how you've changed. And people love to see happier, passionate people, and people that just get excited about something. I promise you, if you were excited about socks and you started posting about them all the time and you just like started this business and you are just like talking about it and sharing your story, people might ask you, okay, what's the sock business? Because you're so excited about it. It really is, people buy into you more than they buy into the product, because your passion is going to share. Your passion when you share really gets people excited. Okay, so that's typically our main two ways that we get paid. There are other ways with incentives and different stuff that we won't go into today, but that's our main two ways. And Taryn's going to take over with talking about what your investment is in the beginning and kind of as you move on.
All right, so the idea of being a business owner might be a little daunting to some people, probably because it comes with the stigma of this huge investment, right? If you think about running a business, a lot of people think about heaps of investments. You know, if anyone watched Shark Tank, right? You see the blood, sweat, and tears that go into some of these businesses that they want to start up. The beauty of being a part of the Beachbody coaching community is that you have a startup of maybe $40, which is our very bottom basic. You get a kit and you are considered a coach, right? As you know, in us building our businesses, we really say, hey, if you're going to build a business, let's invest into it, because you have to be a product of the product. And so now we have what's called challenge packs. And what those challenge packs include is a fitness program of varying, there's all sorts. You guys probably have heard a variety of them. And then also our top nutritional, which is Shakeology. It is probably the most nutrient-dense, healthiest meal you will have in your day. And it is a consumable that most successful transformations result because of the shake. I tell you guys, it is absolutely amazing. But what Beachbody did for us to become coaches and to make the investment palatable is that they've packaged these two, a fitness and a nutrition, in one for anywhere between $140. You can get the top notch for, I think the top price is like $305. And the $305 one, you get a little bit bigger library of workout programs. You also get Shakeology on Home Direct. So you get about 30 days supply of Shakeology. The $39.95, that coach setup fee is waived in our challenge packs, which is pretty awesome. You also get a free month of your business service fees. And really what the business service fees, you guys, allows us to have 3 dedicated websites. Every little bit of information that is populated from Beachbody is trickled down to us that has our account information associated to it. So anybody that has our website, if a new program comes out, you don't have to send them anything different. They're going to have your website and you're going to get the credit if they buy the next new program. Like, 22-minute hardcore's out. They have your website. They click on it and the credit goes to you, and there's that 25% commission that you earn, like Kiana was talking about. Or they're like, hey, you know what? I want to get a challenge pack as a customer, or I want to get a challenge pack and build this business. You'll also get that as part of your website. You send that information off. We kind of teach you how to do all that. But as far as the investment goes, you guys, it's such a nominal fee to invest in a business that can absolutely transform your financial future. And it sounds really cliche, and I'm sure you've probably heard that time and time again with all sorts of things out there. But to be able to have a business that you can run on your own accord, on your schedule, when you want, whether it's a hobby or, hey, I hate my job, I want to fire my boss and I want to do this full time and be one of those so-called 6-figure income earners that Kiana talked about, it can be done, right? And it comes with an investment of $140. And what the beauty of investing in something like a challenge pack is we teach you how, by influencing 3 people in your life, could in fact get your return of investment back in 30 days. It takes a bit of work, and it takes some vulnerability of actually communicating with people, because if you're not going to be willing to communicate with people, it might be hard pressed to be successful and in any business that matter, right? But as coaches, we help other people, and we're going to teach you how you can just help 3 people in order to get your investment back of your challenge pack. So the challenge pack is probably, you guys, the best investment you can do personally, because you're going to set yourself up for an incredible physical transformation if you don't have one already, right? And also, you do as others are going to do. So as you start to see the opportunity and grow in your organization, you're like, oh my gosh, I want Emerald. I want those 2 coaches, right? they're going to do as you do. And if they know that you got in and you got the $39.95 one-time business kit that doesn't come with a program or Shakeology, they're going to do the same. And it's going to be really challenging to get you kind of the momentum going. Not to say it couldn't be done, but that's just, historically, and as numbers speak, that's what we see. So the majority of successful coaches are signing up with challenge packs. Gosh, I wish they had challenge packs when I started. They didn't have Shakeology when I signed up as a coach 8 years ago. And now I've been drinking it for 6 years. It is probably the staple in my diet. And I just posted on Facebook this morning that, a picture of my 3 kids, the older ones, that consume it every day, either in our yogurt, in our cereal, whatever it is. I mean, it's just, you guys, it is an amazing nutrient that we all need just because we can't get it in our diets on a regular basis. So if you did, just a kind of a little caveat, if you're like, wait a minute, I just bought a challenge pack and it was about 20 days ago. The good news is you have 30 days and you can enroll, you can kind of upgrade your account to become a coach, and that $39.95 gets waived automatically. So that's pretty sweet. And one last thing that is pretty cool with the challenge packs is you get access to our Beachbody On Demand, which comes included with a club membership. You get a free trial of that to experience all of the workouts that we have in the library, the non-premium ones. There's about 20 of them probably. You've probably seen Brazil Butt Lift, Chalene Extreme, some of the old school ones. You get to access those on our Beachbody On Demand with a challenge pack. So whether you're like, hey, I just want to noodle with this and as a hobby and maybe toy around with the Beachbody On Demand, well worth it. There's probably $3,000 worth of workouts in that Beachbody On Demand feature alone. I mean, that's pretty incredible. So you get access to that for, I think it's 90 days with the challenge pack as a coach, which is pretty sweet, right? And then in addition to that, obviously, we're going to show you how by helping 3 people, you probably have more than 3 friends on Facebook, how you can get your return on investment back within 30 days, right? It's not guaranteed, but the business is guaranteed. So if you're not happy in 30 days, whether it's a workout, Shakeology, or even being a coach, you've got 30 days and you can return it all, wipe your hands clean of it and say it wasn't for me. And there's no hard feelings. No one's ever going to pin you down and force you to try and make more money. So hopefully that gave you guys enough information. If it didn't, we can certainly get more elaborate with it, but I'm going to hand it back over to Kiana because she's got some closing things to share with you. But also you guys know that if you want more information, make sure you go back to the coach that invited you. And also we have a 5-day, what's called a coach sneak peek. It's kind of an open house, a more elaborate version of this that's on our Facebook. And I'd love to invite you guys into that so you can see stories from other people, much like Kiana and myself, but also that don't have kids, if you don't have children and have all sorts of different stories and reasons, that's available to you. And we get a little bit more in depth on information as well. So please make sure that you ask to be included in that. And it's going on this week. So we'd love to have you included in that. But I'm going to hand it back over to Kiana so she can get into some more stuff and close out and answer any questions that we have. So back to you, girl.
This is my favorite part to start talking about because these are the myths. These are the things the objections that you might hear or that you might even be thinking, wait, I can't be a Beachbody coach. So I'm going to share with you my 3 most common ones that I hear and how I can completely 100% debunk those. And then Taryn's going to do the same, and then we're going to close and let you out of here. So one of the main myths that I hear is I need to wait to be in shape before I can become a Beachbody coach. I need to be this ideal figure. I need to be a certain size. I need to look a certain way. And I just don't feel comfortable, not being this size that I want to be. Completely and totally wrong. In fact, I will tell you right now, 100%, people will relate to you way, 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 way more when you have a journey to go. People will relate to you with where you're at as long as you are sharing your story and talking about your progress. As long as you are sharing and opening up and talking about, this is what I'm doing and here's where I'm at and here's where I'm headed and these are the steps that I'm doing, and just being open on social media and talking about it. I can't tell you how many times I've had people think that and then they sign up and they are shocked and amazed at how accepting people are of them where they're at. That's really what it's about, is just sharing your story where you are at. You do not need to be in the best shape of your life. That's far less relatable than the real person in real life. You need to be willing to share your story where you're at. And that's really the bottom line. Number 2 myth I hear is that you have to be a nutritionist. How can I help these people? Because I have to know all the stuff about nutrition. Well, guess what? Every single program comes with a nutrition plan. Every single program has the exact things laid out for you to help other people be successful. So you literally can tell them, open up your book, let's go through this together, and I can help you. You do not need to know anything other than showing them and giving them direction as to what you are doing. Now, over time, what happens is you start to get attuned with what's going on, and you can give suggestions to them. I always tell people, I'm not a nutritionist, but I'd love to help you. Here's what works for me. I'm always giving people opportunities to share what they're struggling with so that I can help them, because I've been in this situation for 4 years, and so I've heard a lot of different things. That comes with time and with stories, and it really is something that I was scared of in the beginning, that it really has never become a problem, because more often people just want support. And people just want to be listened to, and people just want to be heard. So if they're struggling with their snacks or their sugar levels or whatever, like, there's something called Dr. Google as well, where you can type in something to Google and try to get an answer out and say, hey, you know what? I looked up Google and here's some things that I found. All they care about is that you're trying. So as long as you're trying and willing to learn as you go along, which you will be 100% capable and more than able to help someone along their nutrition, because you're doing the same thing yourself. Number 3 is, I'm not a salesman. I cannot convince anyone to do this. I haven't sold anything in my life. I hate those purse parties people invite me to. I hate bugging people. I just can't do it. Okay, hold your phone. I don't want you to ever be like that. I don't ever want you to, if you're going to bug people, harass people, of course, that's not how I ever teach any of my team. That's not what we do. We share our story. We share what's working. And here's the best analogy I can come up with. How many times a day do you tell people, give them a suggestion of what you like? Oh yeah, I've tried those jeans. Go to this store and get these jeans. Or I love that shampoo. You should go to Rite Aid. It's on sale right now, or whatever. Or oh my gosh, that shirt's so cute. Where do you get it? You offer suggestions all day long. You just don't think of it as what we're doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm offering a suggestion to someone that has a problem, someone that needs help, someone that needs a solution. So I'm giving them a suggestion and an answer because I know that it works. And I'm 100% certain in my mind that if they follow the nutrition plan, if they plug into my accountability groups, and if they listen to what I tell them to do in the sense of getting out their nutrition plan, pushing play 4 days a week, checking into the group, I know they'll have results because I've done it time and time and time again. So I don't have to convince them of anything. I just share my story and they get excited. And they're like, I want to do this. I'm passionate about this. And as long as you ask a lot of questions, like, what interested you joining me in the first place? Where do you see yourself in 30 days from now? Where do you most struggle with? You know, are you into cardio or weights? Like, you are asking questions about them. You are interested in people, not just being interested in hearing yourself talk. Then people really appreciate that. And it is never about being a salesman. It is about sharing your story and putting yourself out there and just offering a solution to a major problem in America. You guys, we are one of the top countries that's obese. We have the highest rate of heart disease. We have one of the highest rate of cancers. We have a problem in America, and we have a solution, which is the 3-prong approach of accountability, workouts that are amazing, 30-minute workouts, time solution in certain spots, and nutrition with, you know, the Shakeology and helping them dial into the nutrition plan. So those are the 3 biggest myths that I see and that I hear, and I can debunk them in 2 seconds because it never is a problem with my coaches because we know how to talk about it, and it's the truth. You don't have to be in the best shape of your life. In fact, you can be at any shape of size. I know very successful coaches that have 50 pounds in each that they would like to lose. I know very successful coaches that are walking across stage as fitness models. Does that mean we have to be one or the other? No, it's your story, and it's your job to share your story, and it's your job to get that across to people and be excited about it, because the cool thing is that people are going to buy into you and your story, and people are going to get excited about you because you're going to be open and sharing your story on social media, and they're going to relate to you, and they're going to be like, hey, I feel that way too. It's nice to know that I'm not alone. And that's what's so cool. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be any certain type of cookie cutter Beachbody coach. We don't have to look a certain way. I have zero makeup on. I am wearing this, and that's just how I roll. And that's what I do. But people get it. People understand that I'm a mom and I'm just passionate about what I do. So those are the biggest three myths. You do not need to be in shape before you sign up. You do not need to be a nutritionist, and you would never be successful if you thought you had to be a salesman, okay? We are just sharing our stories and sharing a product that we know works. Okay, Taryn, go ahead.
All right. I got my 3 that I get all the time, and one of them actually is I don't have any time. We all have time. I mean, that's the fact. We all have 24 hours in our own days, right? And it's how we utilize the time. And so if you have the passion and the interest of helping other people, or even just being accountable to yourself, hey, I'm going to be a coach to be accountable for myself. You have the time to get your butt out of bed and get your workout done, right? You have the time to talk to people while you're out and about. Because here's the thing, we don't ever want anybody to have Beachbody consume their life. The idea is to make it a part of your life and do it while you live, right? You do Beachbody while you're out and about. So you might have a full-time career, you might have a family, you have maxed out your time, right? But you have 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes that if you know it's going to make a difference in your life, bless you. If it's going to make, bless you, if it's going to make a difference in your life or somebody else's, sorry, she's got the sneezes, cuteness factor, right? But, talk about no time. Look, like I'm hanging out with you guys and she's doing this with me. This is how I do it. And I make it around my family. Okay. Cause I have a 2-year-old as well. That's napping right now. And I have 2 older kids in school. When they're home from school, boom, lights out. I am not doing anything with my business. So I map out my time and we actually teach you how to manage your time and balance it. So it's fun because this is fun. We don't want anyone to ever be like, this is another job. It's not a job. It's a business that we own and we get to call the shots. Okay. Another one that I get to a lot is like first timers to Beachbody. I've never done a Beachbody program. How can I coach anybody? Because you know what? You're going to go through your own journey and people are going to watch you and they're going to be inspired and they're going to want to know what you're doing. And when they start asking, you're going to wish you were a coach because, and mark my words, because your story's going to inspire them to the point where they're going to say, hey, you're using 21 Day Fix. I've seen that. Okay, I'm going to go buy it. Well, what if they could buy it from you, right? And you just started it a week ago. And all of a sudden you've created this influence amongst your network, amongst your friends, because you've gotten out of bed at 5 o'clock instead of slept for an extra 45 minutes, because it only takes 30 minutes to do a program like 21 Day Fix, or heck, 22-minute hardcore is coming out. It's 22 minutes. Everybody has 22 minutes to do a workout, right? When it is going to be beneficial for your health and its future and the fact that you get to influence other people, all right? So the last one, which I love because I'm a social media nut. I love social media, okay? Only because I have kids and I don't get a chance to get out and communicate and socialize with everybody. So social media is my way of socializing. So some may think, I don't want to put my life out on social media. I don't necessarily want everyone to know about my life. That's fine. Nobody tells you you have to share the nitty-gritty and the ins and outs and the personal stuff in your life. Nobody's telling you that you have to sit here with your 3-month-old on camera and do a business call, right? Nobody tells you you have to take pictures of your living room and show people where you live. No, it's about just sharing your life and how it's impacting you, right? And we teach you little tricks about social media, how to protect yourself and your family, but yet be a little bit vulnerable and a little bit willing to share about this journey because it's story-based. People love a good story. I mean, you could probably, I bet there's a show of hands, and feel free to raise your hand if you're on video. Trust me, I'm not going to come knocking on your door. But how many of you go to Instagram or Facebook just to kill time? Like how many of you whip out your phone? Thank you. Yep, I got hands coming up. How many of you are sitting on the couch at bedtime just wanting to just completely decompress and you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, right? What if you took that time to channel that to help somebody, right? Instead of just kind of scrolling through Instagram and Facebook, use that time to influence somebody, because you know what? You went to Facebook or Instagram and got motivated and inspired by somebody, which is probably why you're here right now. And that's the power of social media, you guys. And you don't have to broadcast your entire life on social media. If you choose to, great. But you are, being willing to share a little bit about your life on social media can be really, really impactful without having to compromise your privacy or your security for that matter, right? And so we talk a lot about social media because it's just a really fun way to share, because look how many people we get to connect with. I would have probably never met Kiana if it wasn't for social media, or it wasn't for this business, let alone, and never probably met any of you guys for that matter, right? But I get to see your faces or know that you're on by the phone, right? So this is the cool thing. Technology rocks. I mean, it totally rocks. So those are my three kind of little myths that I get all the time. And so I wanted to debunk those because they are pretty easy to debunk. And a lot of times it's our own wall that's put up instead of the looking beyond the wall and the opportunity going, well, if she can do it, I can do it, because that's the confidence that we're going to give you. All right. So that's what I got, Kiana. I'm gonna give back to you because I know you got some good stuff.
Okay. We are just gonna close here, and I'm just gonna say, if you have ever thought about doing this, whoever asked you to this call, don't hesitate to message them. If you want to share this video with someone that you think would be an awesome Beachbody coach, or someone that you think would make a great fit to this, we are going to share the link with the person that probably added you to this call. But just know this, that I had no clue about social media. I didn't drink Shakeology for 6 months as a coach. I had no idea how to run a business. I had no idea what I was doing. And half the time I'm a hot mess, okay? And that's the truth. But the bottom line is that I started working on myself from the inside out. I started doing personal development every single day. I started realizing that working out made me feel good about myself, and I was a happier person. I started surrounding myself with people that wanted the same stuff as me and wanted to help more people. And it was a ripple effect. And all of a sudden, me and myself became a group of 2,000 coaches, became a group of people that were amazingly inspiring. And there's something to be said when you hang out with people that inspire you. I once read that you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang out with or that you choose to listen to. So just ask yourself who you hang out with. Who are you listening to? And a lot of times this business just is about throwing down your fears, putting yourself out there, and inspiring the heck out of the world. And I never knew or ever thought in a million years I'd be where I'm at. And if I let my fear not sign me up, or if I let my hesitations or these myths about Beachbody not sign me up, I would never have the 6-figure business that I have, the vacations that I get to travel with my family, the relationships, being in the best shape of my life at 35. Heck, and on March 5th, I'm doing a photo shoot for myself. I'm kind of scared about that. But I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and I'm trying to do things that scare the crap out of me, because I know that's where the magic happens. Okay. So you guys, I am an amazing example that you don't have to have all together. But we have awesome trainings. We have awesome guides. We are not your bosses. You're going to become your own CEO, but we are your mentors, and we're here to help you explore this and talk about it. And as much as we have told you, you probably have a lot of questions going through your head, and that's totally fine. So just reach out to the person that added you onto this call. So we really look forward to hopefully seeing you all on our team page. I'm a bit biased, but I honestly believe we have one of the best teams in the United States. We are a 2-time elite team. You may not even know what that means. That means that we're just in the top 0.01% of this company. We have a lot of successful coaches on this team. We work with heart and hustle, and it really is about who you surround yourself with. So you guys, thank you so much for taking this time to be on the call. We will let you go. And if you have any questions, reach out to the coach that added you to this call. And you guys have an awesome day. Talk to you soon. Bye.